Hey guys, it's Raspberry Gem Gaming here, and today we're going to be diving into the Sonic the Comic series in chronological order. We're covering 3 issues today. We've got 2 mini stories in 2 of the Sonic comics, detailing the story of Tails and how he learned to fly, and how he became a hero. Though that is in Sonic the Comic issue 128, Sonic the Comic issue 27, and lastly we'll be covering Sonic's first adventure in the comic, officially starting off the Sonic Comic series, with Sonic the Comic issue 1. Without further ado, let's get right into it, my jammers. Tails' First Flight. Untold adventure of the early days of Tails. Years ago, when Tails lived in the legendary region known as the Nameless Zone, Tails was bullied by a fox named Witless Chris and Witless's sidekick Scratchy. In particular, Witless Chris makes fun of Tails' second tail. When Tails claims that he was born that way, Witless says that the tail was useless. A despondent Tails beats a hasty retreat, leading to Witless to call him a coward as well. He goes on to brag about Scratchy about his bravery and strength, claiming to battle 6 bears each morning before breakfast, which is absolute horseshit. 2 bat warriors from a rival group, Captain Tooth and Sergeant Claw, overhear Witless's comments and conclude that the ideal fight is in their arena of doom. Claw reckons that Witless is exaggerating, but nevertheless thinks he will put on a good show. The bats captured Witless and started to fly away. Scratchy encourages Witless to fight them, only for Witless to reveal he made the stories up. Tails says that they have to save Witless, since even a moron deserves some help. But unfortunately, he doesn't watch where he's going and falls straight off the cliff. As he plummets, his tail starts whirling, and for the first time he discovers his natural ability to fly. He flies after the bats, attacking them and freeing Witless, but he doesn't catch the bully in time to stop him from falling into the mud. Scratchy asks Tails if he let him fall on purpose, but Tails says that Scratchy will never know for sure. Tails pulls the apologetic Witless out of the mud, and is set on starting to make his own stories from here on out. Sonic's World Part 2, A Tale of Tails. The Kinterball computer continues the story from the previous issue. Little did Sonic know that the Chaos Emeralds became unstable when they were outside of a sub-zero temperature. Suddenly, the emeralds disappear in a flash of light, having brought them back to the special zone yet again, and Sonic absorbs the full blast of the radiation. He transforms into Super Sonic and explodes through the roof of the lab. Sonic turns back into normal in Swampland Zone, where he thinks he sees 2 foxes about to drown in the swamp, with only their tails visible. He pulls one out, but the other tail cannot be found. Luckily, that's because the fox he rescued is Miles Tails Prower, and both of the tails were his. Tails is grateful for Sonic for saving his life. Sonic is fairly impressed by Tails' ability to fly for short periods of time. Then Dr. Robotnik returns with a new army of Batnets and a new ultimate weapon, the Death Egg. Sonic reached this deadly satellite and faced off against Robotnik, who was wearing a deadly suit of battle armor. Sonic managed to also get all the Chaos Emeralds back again and found a safe place to hide them all, in the North Cave, in the Frozen Zone, where the Atlantic conditions ensure that the Chaos Emeralds remain stable. Sonic the Comic Issue 1. Sonic the Hedgehog returned to the Green Hill Zone after hearing news about a new invention that Dr. Robotnik has built in the zone. A massive engine of destruction that Robotnik claims has the power to crush Sonic, and which will pollute the atmosphere for thousands of years and will never need refueling since it runs on the power of the Mobius rings. In order to delay Sonic, giving the machine a chance to build to full power, Robotnik sends his bandit army to destroy the Hedgehog. Sonic defeats them, rescuing the animals trapped inside. They warn Sonic that Robotnik laid a trap for him, but Sonic assures them that Robotnik hasn't reckoned with the world's fastest hedgehog. Sonic is then attacked by more Buzz Bombers, which he defeats, but then nearly topples down into a spike pit. Luckily, he manages to bounce off a bat brain Batnet and jump to safety. Look, I've said this so many times, but bat brain Batnet. Try saying that 3 times over, it is annoying. In the process, he rescues Porker Lewis, a young pig who is trapped inside. Porker comments that Sonic is his hero as he dashes away. As Sonic approaches the machine, Robotnik scoffs that he's too late. Undeterred, Sonic performs a super spin attack and hits the machine with the force of a cannon shell, utterly destroying it. Robotnik flies away in his flying egg, saying that he has another surprise for Sonic. The animals that Sonic freed want to celebrate with them, but he says that he needs to go and look for Tails, because Sonic thinks that he might be in big trouble. And that is it for today, guys. I will be covering the next issues maybe in a later video, maybe next month, but I will. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe and do all that good stuff. I think Super Mario Bros. Z episode 2 will be next. We'll be covering the next part of the old episode 1, as well as the new episode of the reboot and all that stuff. So either way, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, just do all that good stuff, and I'll see you later, my jammers. Bye-bye.